Okay, so working 3 jobs, and one day I just looked in the mirror and I said, well, I'm 19 years old and I'm going on 90. I had bags under my eyes that carried 90 pounds of groceries. It was really awful. It's really bad. So then I looked at a bus that drove by and it said, United States Air Force, aim high. And I thought about it. And I called my dad and I said, Dad, I'm thinking about doing something kind of crazy. Doing something kind of crazy. What? So I'm thinking about joining the military. And I said, okay. He knows now. He said, Justin? I said, yeah. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. What the hell's wrong with you? Da-da-da-da. I'm like, I thought you'd be proud of me. Sorry. Weren't you in the military? That doesn't make a difference. I mean, yeah, this man was a drill sergeant in the Army. Oh. So you can imagine how life was like. It was very, your clothes had to be folded. I mean, it was just like, I love my dad to death. He just was very strict. So, I went to the military, did my 4 years honorably. I had no problems. And I was open. I was openly gay. Nobody gave a fuck. They're like, can you do your job? Yeah. Who cares? Because that's all that people should be thinking about. I'm sorry, brother. If I'm next to you and somebody's shooting over your head, and so the enemies are shooting over your head, are you going to care that I'm gay, or are you going to care that I have your back? Yeah, exactly. So I was in the military, had no problems, and then when I came back to DC after my honorable discharge, awards and decorations, I was straight. I was like, veteran, get benefits. I was like, good. Came back to DC, moved in with my then boyfriend. That didn't work out, so I had to leave. So I found a cozy studio apartment in Southwest, the waterfront, $1,000 every month, $1,200 every month. Wow, y'all think that's a lot for that area?
Y'all know.
Y'all know. Okay,
they don't know the waterfront.
Sorry, we in Virginia. Sorry. But no, it was good. But I was going crazy, y'all. Like I was drinking all the time, every single night. You could not catch me in my apartment. I was out at the club every single night. I was at the club or at the bar, dancing my butt off, drinking, and I did some drugs too. Y'all have that experience, don't y'all? No. Right? No, we don't. But wow, I should not even gone there with y'all. But I was having a good time, but yet I wasn't thinking about myself. I wasn't thinking about the detriment that I was doing to myself physically and mentally. Like I really did not care about myself too much. I mean, let me just be real. I had a trick a night. Literally, I went out to the bar, I got a trick, got him home, wham, bam, thank you, Sandy. But some of that time I was drunk, so I didn't even know if I used a condom or not. One by, and I started not feeling well, and that's what the hell's going on. And didn't understand pretty much what was going on with me. But I woke up one time in my satin sheets, and they were all drenched. They were wet. I had night sweats. I don't know if you guys know what night sweats are. When you wake up and you're basically sweating at night. It's kind of obvious what it is. But I woke up. I was like, "What the hell? I'm not even sick. What's going on?" So then I proceeded to get up and rise up out of my bed like that. The first thing that I did when I did that, I threw up all over my satin sheets. And then I was like, "God, that's really bad. What the hell? I'm not even sick. I don't even feel sick." So I proceeded to clean up. Then I went over to the side, threw up twice on the side of my bed, ran to the bathroom, threw up once on my bathroom floor, and actually finally, my last throw up, I finally got it in the toilet. I was like, I still gotta clean it up. After that, I decided that I wanted to go to the clinic called Us Helping Us People Into Living Incorporated. And that clinic is a nonprofit in DC. It's on Georgia Avenue. They have testing there. And so I went there to get tested, and it was an OraSure test. Do y'all know what an OraSure test is? An OraSure test is when they take like a cotton swab, put it in your mouth, hold it there for a minute, take all the cells from your mouth, and they test it. It takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Were you nervous?
Was I nervous?
Like, were you nervous going?
Bricks.
Oh.
I was nervous as all hell. I was like, I'm going to go in here and they're going to tell me I'm positive. No. I'm 26 years old. 26. I'm 26 years old.
So,
how could I be positive?
So you never went to a doctor, doctor
No.
to see if I get the flu or anything? Like, it never occurred to you to do that?
No, the first thing I did was like, I need to go get tested. Because I go get tested every 6 months. Because I'm nervous as all hell. So I was smoking cigarettes. I literally smoked probably like 10 cigarettes. It's one cigarette every 2 minutes, literally. And like, chain smoking. Just called my best friend up. Luckily, he had the day off that day. I said, can you meet me down at Us Helping Us, the clinic on Georgia Avenue? He said, sure, what's up? What's going on? You getting tested? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll be right down. I'll get tested with you. So, and that was a smart way. That is a smart way for any of you. If you want a friend to go get tested with you, hey, I'm down at the clinic, I need support. Can you come down and support me? Oh, and why don't you get your test too? So he went and got his test too. He was negative. I was positive. I broke down like I've never broken down before. I was like 8 years old again, and someone had taken away my new toy. It was like someone took away my life. It was like someone had cut it and cheated me. But I couldn't look at anybody else. I looked at myself. I cheated myself. I had that power to say no. I have that power to say strap it on. I have that power. But I didn't use it. So when I found out I was positive, I was crying on the floor. It was like I was in church and I was feeling the spirit or something. I was crawling around on the floor like, oh Lord, Jesus, my God. It was bad. It was real bad. And yes, it was just like that. And Brian picked me up off the floor, literally picked me up off the floor and held me. And he said, it's going to be okay. And that is what touched me. That the first interaction with somebody after I found out it was positive. It was a good reaction. And I was like, oh my God, people are not going to want to talk to me anymore. People are not going to want to have sex with me anymore. And that was my big issue. Because I was really upset about that. I was like, wait a second. Now every single time I take somebody to bed, I have to go, man, I'm HIV positive. Right at the door. But I mean, it really shocked me. I mean, that it was just so positive. And that's what any HIV positive person needs. Like, for those of you that raised your hands before I introduced myself, or after I introduced myself as knowing somebody who's HIV positive besides myself, support them. They need your support. If they don't have your support, they will surely not have a good experience. I was lucky. I was very lucky. But also I was unlucky. Because years went by, it's positive, years went by, 2 years went by. And I said, I don't have to go on medication. I was undetectable. Like, you know what a viral load is? Mm-hmm. A viral load is how much of the virus is inside of your bloodstream, your body. It goes from numbers to a high viral load could be 100,000. That's how many copies of the HIV virus are inside your body. And I'm luckily undetectable still.
Wow. But
the thing is, when I was in 2008, I started becoming detectable again. And do you guys know what T cells are? Mm-hmm. I'm going to gather that, most of you in here are negative, and your T cell counts should be around 1,000. Everybody who has a normal immune system, your T cell counts should be around 1,000. Mine were 290. 290. And that makes it susceptible is I can get an opportunistic disease. Something crazy, like shingles. Like something like that would really, really hurt. Do you know what the difference between an HIV and AIDS diagnosis is? Okay, I need... I guess he does. I don't know. Well, that's lovely. All right.